Great.
Hi, my name is Tom Kester, and today I'm going to talk about graphing a straight line. As you can see here, we have three ways. We can pick 3 points. We can find the x-intercept and the y-intercept and then pick another point, or we can use the slope and the y-intercept to graph a line. I'm going to do each one, and you're going to notice that each way will give us the same graph, or hopefully it will give us the same graph. So I'm going to use this equation, 2x plus 4y equals 8. So on the first one, we just picked 3 points. So I'm going to pick, for my first point, I'm going to pick x equals -1, and then find out what my y is. So 2 times -1 plus 4y equals 8. -2 plus 4y equals 8. Plus 2 plus 2, 4y equals 10. Y equals 10, or y equals 5/2. So my coordinate would be -1 and 5/2. So that my first point would be -1, 5/2. The next point would be y equals -1. And I would do the same thing. Plug in my y value and solve for my x value. So 2x plus 4 times -1 equals 8. 2x minus 4 equals 8, plus 4 on both sides. 2x equals 12, x equals 6. So my other point would be 6, -1. And the other point I'm going to pick is -2. So x equals -2. Then 2 times -2 plus 4y equals 8. -4 plus 4y equals 8, plus 4 plus 4. 4y equals 12. Y equals 3. So my other point would be -2, 3. And now I'm going to graph it on a graph. Remembering that I have to have 2 axes, my x-axis and my y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, usually you will label what each point represents, but seeing I'm using it as 1, you do not have to mark it as 1. So I'm going to graph it. I graph my x first, which is -1, and 5/2, which would be 1, 2 up here. And then 6, -1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, -1, and then -2, 3. And we draw a straight line. So that is the first step. And as you can see, we can pick any x or any y. We just have to solve for the other one. So the next one I'm going to do is find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So I'm going to use the same graph. 2x plus 4y equals 8. Well, to find the x-intercept, y must equal 0. So I have 2x plus 4 times 0 equals 8. 2x equals 8. X equals 4. So my x-intercept is 4, 0. And my y-intercept would be x equals 0. So I have 2 times 0 plus 4, y equals 8. 4y equals 8, y equals 2. So my other point would be 0, 2. Now, I'm just going to pick another point. I would plug in one, but I'm just going to use the negative 2, 3. And we're going to graph that one. So on here, should be the same graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X and Y. And I'm just going to rewrite the points I'm going to use, which is 4, 0, 0, 2, and negative 2, 3. So 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 0, 2, and negative 2, 3. And it should be a straight line. I just have hard trouble drawing a straight line. And as you can see, the graph is looking almost identical to this one. And you might ask, why do we need 3 points? We need 3 points to confirm it's a straight line. Okay. So we've done step 2, which is find the x and y intercept in 1 point. And as you notice, like I said, both graphs are looking the same. The next one is use the slope and the y-intercept. So I'm going to erase this for a second and use my slope. Now if I have the equation 2x plus 4y equals 8, we have to solve for y to find the slope. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. And then I have 4y equals 8 minus 2x. Or I can rewrite it as 4y equals negative 2x plus 8. Then we divide by 4 on both sides. And then we have y equals negative 1/2 plus 2. Yeah, 1/2 x plus 2. And the number right before the x value is our slope. So here's how we're going to graph it using the y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Y. So we find the y-intercept, which is the number that is not attached to the x. So it would be 2, it would be 0, 2, because we are not going anywhere in the x direction. So we go up 2. And with the negative, this tells me I go down 1 and over 2. So down 1, over 2, down 1, over 2. Or I can go up 1 and over 2. Go up 1 and over 2. Yeah. If you notice, all 3 graphs should look the same. So it does not matter if we pick 3 points, find an x and y-intercept, or use the slope and the x-intercept. We should all get the same graph, and it should always be a straight line because our variables and the x and y are to the first power. If they were in a second power, we would have a different graph, but most of the graphs that are dealt with are in the first power, so we should get a straight line. Okay. Thank you, and have a
Good.
okay.
Good job.
I know I probably took